confidence is a key factor for success in life. We all know how hard it is and can be, as so many struggle with low self-esteem and a lack of confidence. In fact, we've all been there at one time or several others. But without confidence, achieving greatness in all the areas of your life seem nearly impossible. You don't have to give in and settle for the right here and now. It is very possible to gain confidence also while feeling like at any second there needs to be a cleanup on aisle 3. You want to be more confident? Well, let's start with encouraging over your confidence. And let me give you a boost. Take ownership of your mistakes. You want to know how to get your power back and feel like you are really in control of your life? It starts by taking ownership of everything, the right, the wrong, all of it. And this is by no means saying condone the bad things that have happened or the wrong things that have been done to you. This is by no means condoning any of that. However, when you take full responsibility for your life, then you put yourself in a power position because you are not at the will of someone else defining for you what your life should be or what it should be about. High performance coaching changed my life. And now as your certified high performance coach, I'm using it to help you change yours. I wanted to get to the next level, but didn't want to sacrifice myself or my relationships in exchange for it. It's possible. So let's create harmony in your life. Whether you have one area or several, you want to bring high performance too? That's exactly what I help you do. If you're feeling MIA from your own life because you're so busy making everyone else's world go round, you've forgotten who you are, how to make yourself a priority, and what's important to you, like your dreams. You are tired of going at it alone and you've tried to make some strides, but really struggling to make change stick. I know you're ready to take action and get results. If you fit one or all of these, you've got to apply. Get yourself your free Cast Your Vision session and get a jump start on bringing high performance into your life. Gone are the days you let life live you or find yourself in the same place year after year, or letting your circumstances, past or present, define the rest of your life. You can have the support you need to apply proven strategies to your life and finally spark the courage to make your dreams your reality. Get your free Cast Your Vision session so you can bring high performance into your life today. Check the show notes and get started now. In the midst of doing all the things, you can do all things and chase your dreams. Stay encouraged as we go on this journey called life, tackling everything that comes our way while we shine our light despite any circumstances we face. No more downplaying or dimming your light, because through the good, the bad, and everything in between, together we can encourage over everything. Encourager, I'm so happy we're connecting today, sending you lots of positive vibes and wishes for good health and happiness by the bushel, honey. We are talking one of my favorite topics, and actually one that I get the most in my DMs, because at some point in time, we all deal with a lack of confidence. Am I a good mom, a good wife, a significant other? Am I a good employee, good at what I do? Or am I a good business owner? Am I the it girl when it comes to whatever it is that you're doing? The problem with those questions is you're assessing your ability to be great at this next level based on who you are right now. So naturally, when you ask, am I going to be good at this when I don't even know how to do it? Of course, you're not going to think so. The person who you are right now is different than the version of you who achieves this next level of greatness. Think back to your high school days. If you started as a freshman and on day one they had you take a test to graduate, wouldn't you fail? I mean, how would you pass without learning 4 years worth of stuff? So then why hold yourself to this standard of being the best on day one without any time to learn how to be the best? It's time to ask better questions. Instead of comparing the skills you've accumulated up to this point to the skills needed to achieve greatness, why not take the judgy pants off and grant yourself some grace? Sure, you may not have all the skills that you need to right now to step into that role or buy that dream house, but can you listen to a podcast? Can you take a class? Can you read a book? Can you ask some people already successful how they did it? Are you capable of gaining the skills to be a great parent, teach the kids, get the promotion or degree, or whatever else you want to achieve? Can you learn? Are you capable of learning more? What do you need to learn? What support or resources do you need to get it? Ask questions that will help you and not hurt you. Let's get out of the business of hurting our own feelings. I used to be really good at that. My self-talk used to be more like my worst enemy talking to me all day. Quick to put myself down for something that I didn't like about me, and then wondered why I didn't have the confidence to go after my dreams. So first things first, challenge negative self-talk and replace it with positive affirmations. You've got to focus in more on your strengths and accomplishments rather than your weaknesses and failures, especially when you're not even giving yourself a fair chance. In a world where you are busy, you've got a household to run, crazy kid schedules, work, and that's just the tip of the iceberg. With all the adulting going on and all the roles you're working so hard to fill, it can cause you to forget about one of the most important relationships that you have, the one with you. Whether you've just been too busy making everyone else's world go round, or maybe you're living according to what somebody else thought was best for you, or maybe life just happened and it's got you feeling like you don't even know who you are or what you want anymore. There are so many things that can distract or disconnect you from your inner knowing. Go from feeling lost or disconnected to reconnected with the Reignite Your Inner Knowing roadmap. Get you back in touch with yourself and feeling like a priority on your own list. Knowing your desires and what you want at this season in your life, you can live the life of your dreams. And it starts with the connection you have with you. Check the show notes to get the Reignite Your Inner Knowing roadmap. It's your time to get back in touch with you. Click the show notes and get started. Your negative self-talk has got to be addressed. You've got to start noticing those negative thoughts that are constantly plaguing your mind and challenge them. Because guess what? Everything you think isn't true. If every single thought that we had was true, it would be a very dangerous world. So challenge those negative thoughts. Ask yourself, is it true? Ask yourself, is it always a fact or can it change? You've got to question those thoughts. Look at where they're stemming from and address them head on. And then you can shift into positive affirmation. So it's easy to focus on our weaknesses and our failures, but challenge yourself to also look at your strengths and accomplishments. And the more that you do that, the more that you'll find yourself granting yourself that grace and seeing the great things within you. You can also practice gratitude and appreciate the good things in your life, including you. There are so many wonderful blessings that are surrounding you right here, right now. And if you're not even taking a moment out of your day to just say thank you, and know what it is that you are so appreciative of, how do you expect to draw more of it to you? So you've got to Have gratitude, express it, but also express gratitude for yourself because you are wonderful. You've accomplished and achieved so many things despite so many adversities. So grant yourself the credit that you deserve for being the amazing human being that you are, and embrace your own uniqueness. Celebrate what makes you an individual. Really embrace your own quirks and differences because it is those exact differences that make you so special. It's why the people in your life are drawn to you. It's because there's no one else quite like you. So appreciate the ways that make you different because trust me, those are the very things that resonate so deeply within others. And we need to just appreciate our own self way more often. Really, it's a crucial key to loving yourself. Now, this next one might be even harder, but I'm challenging you here to really step into this. Take ownership of your mistakes and really use them as opportunities for growth. Listen, I'm with you, okay? I know you over there like, listen, Letty, okay? Now you're asking too much, okay? It was a bit too much. But I'm here with you. You're not doing this work alone. Take ownership of your mistakes. You want to know how to get your power back and feel like you are really in control of your life? It starts by taking ownership of everything, the right, the wrong, all of it. And this is by no means saying condone the bad things that have happened or the wrong things that have been done to you. This is by no means condoning any of that. However, when you take full responsibility for your life, then you put yourself in a power position because you are not at the will of someone else defining for you what your life should be or what it should be about. You are in control when you take complete ownership and really use the not so good parts as opportunities for growth. When you embrace failure, listen, everybody fails sometimes at some point in life. It is just a part of it. So when you really embrace your failure, it no longer becomes something that can hold you back. So instead of letting failure discourage you, use it as an opportunity to learn and grow because that's exactly what it's meant to do anyway. You can't live this life without learning some lessons. So you might as well embrace them. Remember, failure is not a reflection of your worth as a person. Failure is just simply a part of the human experience. So you are a person who is experiencing failure. You are not failure. So don't get it twisted, okay? You are worthy of self-care every day, not just on a Sunday. As you do all the things and chase your dreams, self-care has to be a major part of your day-to-day life. Giving yourself what you need is the key to being able to give everybody else what they need. If you're having a hard time making sure your self-care is on your list, get all the deets in the Encourager's Insider Guide to Self-Care. These free, easy DIY tips for simple ways to make self-care a part of your daily routine, plus some bonus goodies. Get your free Encourager's Guide to Self-Care because you deserve to be a priority on your list. Grab it right on the blog or theshow.encourageovereverything.com/self-care freebie. No more being last on your list. Grab it today and give yourself the gift of self-care. Encourager, step outside of your comfort zone and try new things. Yes. You know what? This might be like my ultimate favorite right here because We love to be comfortable, okay? Our human prehistoric brain, it is always looking for the comforts. We are creatures of habit. We want everything that's cozy and feels good. But you will never get a chance to learn about new things that you absolutely love if you are never trying new things. So don't be afraid to learn a new skill, take up a new hobby. Those things actually really help you build competence and confidence. You will be surprised at how much your confidence levels begin to grow because you are stepping outside of your comfort zone and trying new things. Listen, I get it. It's scary to step out there, but how else are you going to build up the confidence if you don't first act out in your courage? Yes, show up courageous and be okay with being seen, taking your first step. You know, when we're babies and we're learning how to walk, everyone is cheering us on like, oh my goodness, they can't wait for your first step. Your first step is like one of the hugest milestones in childhood. So why is it that now as adults, we no longer celebrate each other for taking the first step? That should be celebrated. So if no one else is around cheering you on, cheer for your dang on self, okay? That first step, it counts. So learn a new skill, take up a new hobby. Building that competence and confidence is the surefire way to get yourself feeling like, okay, look at you go. As a certified high performance coach, I can't help but teach high performance because you know what? We don't just want to be good. We want to be great. We want to be the greatest. Don't just settle for being good. We're not mediocre. We're not settling for less in the base model. No, we want the gusto. So in all of that spirit of high performance, make sure that you are setting achievable goals. You know, I understand big goals are fantastic, and I do want you to have some big goals, but then break those big goals down so that they are in actionable, achievable steps. You know, start with something small. That way you can build up to the big wins and really achieve all of the things that you set out to by celebrating along the way. When you celebrate those successes, you really build up momentum, and that in turn becomes confidence because you are showing yourself, I can do it. I can do this. Look at me. Check me out. Hey. So while it's great to have those huge, lofty goals, and you absolutely should, because you should shoot for the stars, you also want to make sure that you are building in achievable steps. So that way you can feel the success along your journey and not just at the end of the finish line. Listen, so many people never even make it to the finish line because they never took time to celebrate their success. Therefore, they felt like they were not a success along the journey. So in order to feel successful, you have to feel the success. You have to feel what it feels like to accomplish and achieve. So add some steps in there. So that way you have those benchmarks that tell yourself, that confirm for you that you are winning. I love sharing my favorites with you. My favorite app on my phone is the Growth Day app. The journal feature is everything. If you want to be able to journal literally anywhere you have your phone in hand, this is for you. If you don't know what to write, no worries. You will want this for the science-backed journal prompts alone. It's a great place to reflect, explore, gain new insights, and level up your perspective. This all-in-one personal development app has a great plan section, a place to capture your life scores, and so much more. Now, if you love self-improvement as much as I do, you are going to love what Brendan Burchard has put together. Check out the link in show notes, and I'll see you there. And last but not least, surround yourself with positivity. It is so important to surround yourself in a good, positive environment. And when I say environment, I'm not just talking about your physical surroundings, but also the people that you are connected with. When you have positive and supportive people around you, that also helps you feel more confident, because that like energy starts to rub off on you and you start to feel like, ooh, well, if they can do this, then what can I do? And then you are just breeding that positivity and creating that nurturing environment that you need to be able to really achieve the greatness that you set out to. You want to be around people who can uplift and encourage you, because this journey is long, honey, okay? And you're going to get discouraged sometimes. You are going to be distracted sometimes. Life is going to punch you in the face at times. And when you have that support system that can uplift you and encourage you in those moments, that support system that can remind you why you started, that can reflect back to you all of the amazing things that you've done along the way, that can reflect back to you just how incredible you are. Those are the things that help you in those times when you've lost your way or just forgotten how spectacular you really are. Having a support system is everything. So check your circle, honey, and make sure that the people in it are those who uplift and nurture you. Because if not, you're making it so much harder than it absolutely has to be. You want to avoid or minimize people who will bring you down or make you feel insecure. Pay attention to how you feel when you are around people. If you feel energized, that is a sign. Yes, this is the energy that I deserve to be in. But if you feel depleted, like your energy has been completely drained, that is also a sign that that is not the circle that you should be around. You need to have the fuel to keep you going. You can't do it on your own. While you are very much a catalyst in this process, so is your surroundings. And for as much creative control as you have, you can absolutely create an environment that you can thrive in. So that needs to be not just your physical environment, but also the people around you. Surround yourself with people who are going to love and support you, because there's so many things in this world that can tear us down. Let's not let the people around us be a contributing factor to that. Encourager, I hope after listening to this episode, you are feeling confident in yourself, in your ability to make great things happen. And if not, that is just a sign that you need to pause, pick up your journal, and check your resume. Look at all of the things that you've accomplished up to this point in your life. I mean, even just looking at the last year or two, what are 5 things that you are super proud of yourself for? What are 5 things that you appreciate yourself for? What are 5 things that you love about you? You've spent enough time focused in on your flaws and failures. Now is time to focus in on the positive aspects of you and who you are and what you're about, because you have every reason to be confident. You just haven't been looking at them. So I hope this message leaves you feeling super encouraged and excited to encourage over your own confidence, because you have every right to be confident about who you are, and you get to design that starting today. I love you. Let's encourage over your confidence, because together we can encourage over everything. Encourager, Thanks so much for tuning in. My wish for you is to have your encouragement cup filled up. If you enjoyed this episode, there's a few ways to say thank you. Share it with friends. You are a true encourager, sharing encouraging messages to lift others up, because that's just what we do. Leave a review, light me up with some stars, and share your feedback, as this is how we make encouragement a way of life. And to keep the conversation going, connect with me on Instagram at Encourage Over Everything. Check the show notes for today's sponsors and all the ways to work with me and stay connected. I appreciate you. Until next time, I'm sending you love, light, and loads of positivity, because together we can encourage over everything.